is the first time I've ever seen the two of them say almost the exact same thing, almost in the exact same week. And it was this. They talked about the 7 words. Apparently, there are individuals that are telling them who are receiving messages. And this has to do with my book, The Clear Hearers. The Clear Hearers, which is so, so important. They both said 7 words are being circulated all over the world with voice to skull technology that is being used. And the 7 words are, take the, it'll be fine. That's it. Those are the 7 words. And the people who are receiving this, a lot of them don't recognize that this is voice to skull technology. They don't, the scalar waves, they don't know anything about that. So they think maybe this is a real message from like God or from the angels or something. And so they're taking and so they're all getting these 7 words. And I've never seen such a large group of people, diverse people from different countries, from different places, all getting the same 7 words. Guys, if you just get my book, The Clear Hearers, I predicted that this was going to happen. I predicted this was going to happen in my book, The Clear Hearers. And I go through voice to skull technology, how dangerous it is, how it's been used by governments and by the cabal. Not just the cabal, but by governments have also used it. And it is going to get worse and worse. And if you don't develop the spiritual discernment to know when something is not genuine, it is not from God, it is not from your higher self, it is from something else. And so we have to recognize when these artificial messages are sent to us. And so that's why I urge people for their own development, for their own discernment, to read my book, The Clear Hearers. The Clear Hearers, which explains all of this from A to Z so that we can be ready for when this fakery is put upon us. That was it.
And we're going to put all the links in the description, and we're going to go a lot deeper in this next segment. But, as far as, we know they're real, but at the same time, it kind of brings me back to like Invasion of the Body Snatchers, right? It's like once a person knows they're being messed with and they break that program, do you feel that those weapons and those things that have been put into a person's body, the minute they kind of awaken to like the game being played, it can nullify the aspects of it? Or
it doesn't nullify, but it's the game is won. I mean, the moment you are able to discern that something is artificially being put into your mind, into your head, or into your body, you then have the ability to recognize it and reject it spiritually and physically. That's all you need. That's all you need, because then you can go and get help from the genuine clear hearing sources, which is your higher self, your cosmic self that stands in the breath of God. That is so important, because when you get that alliance, when you get that force working for you, wow, it'll open up your powers and abilities. It'll open up so many things for you that you'll be able to then have a protection at a level that you never dreamed of before. So that's what the discernment is, what matters, and the practice.
Totally. And it's not a doom or gloom thing. No matter what one has been faced with, it can be corrected. It can be healed. And that's, you and I both, know so many people that have been through the MK Ultra programs, have had everything done to them under the sun. But when they realize and gain the knowledge, and found that sovereignty, they were able to transmute all the weapons used on them to make them a weapon towards others.
Oh,
they were able to turn it around, because our consciousness is way more powerful than whatever we might have like done. So if people are like, oh, I did get that, but as long as you have the knowledge, you can erase the ramifications, as long as you can break free from the mind control part of it, right?
Absolutely, and that's important to keep telling people, because we can't just give up on the people who have taken the thing. We can't give up on them. We have to tell them that you have to make that spiritual decision, that discernment. You have to say, okay, and the problem is so many people are not willing to do that. They're not willing to do that. So, but there's a few who do. And so what happens is inside of your body, this is also a spiritual war inside of your body. So if you can just make the decision to say, okay, what I did was wrong. I went and I took, one or two of these things, and but now I know what I did was wrong. I'm going to fight against it. I'm going to not spread it. I'm going to govern the sovereignty of my body. Then what happens is they can get into these detoxifying programs. There are so many of them out there. We have great groups. There's one in the Frontline Doctors, of course, as we all know, frontlinedoctors.org, I believe they are, and they have all kinds of programs to detoxify the body. But I believe that stuff works at a spiritual level too, if you'll allow it to, because this is also a spiritual attack on your body's blood. So people need to recognize that. They need to feel that. They need to make those decisions, because you make those mental decisions, it affects the spiritual decisions as well. So we got to do that. We got to help these people, and we need to make them understand that even if they made a mistake, we still love them. We still love them, and we can still help them to come back from that mistake.
Boom, right there. That's just awesome. All right, so maybe we'll wrap this up and go to part 2.
All right. I'm holding on to the pony.
I'm like, don't even get me started. All right, thank you guys, everybody, for tuning in. I'll put all the links in the description. And John, I'll see you in a couple minutes.
All right, see you then. I'm ready.
All right. Thanks, guys. Bye.